weight loss supplements beneficial? Do they actually help you lose weight? Or are they a waste of money? Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50 get in amazing shape. And we can think of supplements almost like a magic pill, can't we? We can take this magic pill and we're just going to magically lose weight. We don't have to do anything else but take these supplements. And most supplements, they're actually not like that. It's way more important to get your nutrition right, to get your exercise regimen right, and to get enough sleep. Those kinds of things are actually more important than supplementation. However, I am going to be discussing the most popular weight loss supplements, whether they work, especially for women over 40, and then watch right until the end because I'm going to talk you through my 3 favourite supplements that I take all the time. Now, weight loss supplements come in many different forms. I'm not going to go into every single one, but I'm going to talk about 3 types. The first one I'm going to talk about, and I've taken this myself so I can speak from experience, and that is Berberine. Berberine is an ancient Chinese herb, and you know, it's been going around for kind of thousands of years, but what it's been used more recently is to actually control blood sugar levels. Now, women over 40, we actually have a problem generally with insulin resistance. That's when your body can't control blood sugar levels and you actually get blood sugar spikes, and that can cause excess weight. It causes weight gain and it's really hard to lose weight. So if you can take something that actually helps regulate your blood sugar levels, that's going to result in weight loss. And I took Berberine for 30 days and I found I got really good results with it. I actually lost weight in the scale. I actually lost inches. And I've made a video all about that experience and I will link it here. Now, what I would say is for some women, I've seen women comment on that post and say, it made no difference to me at all. And of course, I did combine that with diet and exercise. That's the thing to say. So a lot of the time, there is no magic pill. And what you actually have to do with a lot of this supplementation is combine that with nutrition and exercise. Now, the other thing to say is some people may experience side effects. They may experience like stomach cramps. They might find, you know, it causes problems with their digestion. I found it actually improved my digestion, but I did get like a yellowish colour stool just to start off with for the first couple of days, and then it kind of seemed to disappear. I don't actually take Berberine now. It was something that I just was curious about and I wanted to try it. But you know, it's like I can take it or leave it. And with insulin resistance, the best way of actually dealing with it is controlling the type of carbohydrate you eat. So controlling things like not eating sugar, not eating white flour, that type of stuff will really work as well. And Berberine can be quite expensive. The next one I'm going to talk about is fat burners. Now, fat burners work because what they have is they have a lot of kind of caffeine and other stimulants in them. What it's claimed to do is kind of make you move around more generally. And so what it's claimed that that would do was actually burn fat. The other knock-on effect of taking a fat burner, because it's got lots of caffeine and stimulants in it, is it actually reduces your appetite. It can suppress your appetite. And so that can be really helpful for weight loss. I am not sure that they actually help with burning fat through this thing of actually stimulating and making you move more. I don't think there's much evidence to show that they do literally help you burn fat, and I'm talking about the ones that you just buy over the counter, not kind of performance enhancing drugs or anything like that. When I've competed in bodybuilding shows, I actually have used fat burners, and I would say I haven't noticed a massive amount of difference, apart from the fact they can be useful for giving you energy when you're feeling really depleted and your calories are low. So that's what I found it really useful for. Not really sure whether it actually burnt fat. The third one I'm going to talk about is the GLP-1 antagonists. So in other words, that's Wegovy, that's Ozempic, and the other one is Mounjaro. And you know, what they do is they do two things. So again, they're going to help regulate blood sugar levels and tackle insulin resistance. That's why they're used for people with type 2 diabetes, but they're also going to suppress your appetite. So there's an increase of hormone in your body, which means that your stomach is not going to empty as quickly when you eat. So it's going to give you that feeling of fullness, and you're not going to be so hungry all the time. Now, of course, this is a medication. You can't just buy it over the counter. You have to have it prescribed by a doctor. It's extremely expensive, but for some people, I believe they could be really, really useful, especially if you're obese. I think it should be reserved for obese people and people that have a real problem controlling their appetite. It's going to be really, really helpful. What I would say on the downside is we actually don't know what all the side effects are currently. So we know that there's kind of nausea, vomiting, and other kind of stomach issues and digestion issues, but we don't know what the long-term side effects are. So that's the downside. They are also very expensive. So I've heard that in the USA, it's $1,000 per month for a prescription, and there's lots of shortages as well. And then the other downside is if your appetite's suppressed a bit too much, so you're not eating very much at all, you're going to risk losing muscle mass. And for women over 40, losing muscle mass, you can't really afford to do. And then the other downside I believe there is, and I've looked at a lot of the studies around this, and it's kind of, what are you going to do in the long term? You've either got to keep taking it, so it's injecting it, isn't it? Or you risk when you come off it that you're going to get quite a bit of that weight gain. And that's what's being reported now, is that people return to sort of 3/4 of the weight that they lost actually comes back again. So that's the problem with that. It's more like a short-term fix, but what you need to do is actually address your nutrition, your exercise, your lifestyle going forward. Otherwise, the risk is when you come off, you're just going to gain the weight again. So I promised you at the start I was going to talk about my favorite supplements. So I'm going to go into it now. My number one all-time favorite supplement is protein powder. So, you know, you can get your protein through food. You don't have to supplement with protein powder. However, if you're talking about getting 1 gram of protein per pound in body weight per day, which is what I recommend, if you're over 170 pounds, shoot for your goal body weight in protein per day. So it's probably going to be a maximum of 160 grams, 170 grams per day for most people. But it might be, if you weigh kind of 120 pounds, it's 120 grams of protein. So it's all according to your weight, but that is a ballpark figure. Now, if you're going to try and get that in just with food, sometimes it's a little bit difficult, not impossible. So supplementing with protein powder, either adding it to food or having a protein shake, something like that, that can make a huge difference. That can bump your protein intake up per day. So it's really, really useful. My second supplement that I absolutely love, and these are in order of how I might prioritize these, is creatine. Creatine is not a weight loss supplement. Protein isn't really a weight loss supplement, but what it's going to do, protein's going to boost your metabolism. Creatine is actually for muscle building, and it's used by athletes, it's used in the bodybuilding community, but it's also fantastic for women over 40 to boost your performance in the gym or in your home gym, for working out, for strength training, and for any kind of working out. And it's also going to help you build muscle. So I kind of have a scoop of that per day, 5 to 7 grams. Really, really love that. Been taking it for years. I think I've been taking it maybe 5 years or more. Now, the other big problem for women my age is sleep. So there is a supplement that I absolutely can't do without, and I'm going to tell you a story about why I can't do without it. I discovered why recently, but this is my favorite sleep supplement. It's Ashwagandha. It's also really good if you're kind of suffering a little bit from anxiety, you know, stress, that kind of thing. Ashwagandha, it's another ancient herb, this time from India. It's been around for thousands of years. And what I found, I actually went on vacation recently and I took my ashwagandha with me, but I left it there and I've been back for a week. And my sleep has been all over the place just by not taking that for a week. Now, I actually took it last night and got a way better night's sleep. So I do absolutely love that. It's worth a try. It's not expensive. None of those supplements really I've shown you are particularly expensive, particularly creatine and ashwagandha. Protein is a bit more expensive depending on how much of it you eat. But if you're not getting enough through food, definitely worth the supplementation. Now, another supplement I get asked about, and it's more like a medication, is hormone replacement therapy. Now, I've been really vocal that I take hormone replacement therapy. I take estrogen, I take progesterone, and I take a very small amount of female amount of testosterone. Now, what I would say is when I started, particularly on estrogen and progesterone, I actually found I gained weight. I would not recommend it as a weight loss supplement. It's to deal with severe menopause symptoms. That's why you should take it. If menopause is actually impacting on the quality of your life, as it was for me, many of the menopause symptoms like the night sweats, the anxiety, that type of thing, HRT can be a real game changer. But I see mixed reports about weight loss. Some women like me found they gain weight. I only gained about 5 pounds, but I know some women have said they gained about 20 pounds. And some women say they've lost weight. So you don't want to think of it as a weight loss supplement. You absolutely do not need to take hormone replacement therapy to lose weight. And I get a lot of comments on my content because I actually got in amazing shape for bodybuilding shows before I even started HRT. I didn't start HRT until after my last bodybuilding show, which was about 2.5 years ago now. So you certainly do not need to take HRT to lose weight. And in fact, you might find you gain weight. So let me know in the comments section about your experience of supplementation. But don't forget what I said at the start, is it's kind of like the icing on the cake. You don't want to think of it as the center point of your weight loss strategy. It is really about exercise and nutrition and getting enough sleep. Those are the things that are going to be a big game changer for you.